I'm David Kennedy, co-chair of the National Network for Safe Communities and the principal architect behind Boston's Operation Ceasefire violence reduction strategy. This strategy, together with the High Point drug market intervention, represents the core of what the National Network seeks to roll out as the national standard for violence prevention in America. Both strategies have four key goals: reducing violence, reducing incarceration rates, fostering a process of racial reconciliation between law enforcement and our most troubled communities, and elevating the powerful voices in our most troubled communities that stand against violence and chaos. Under the group violence reduction strategy, we identify the groups and gangs, and then we get a law enforcement, community, and social service partnership together. We sit the gang members down and we say, your community needs you to stop, and we want to help, but the next gang that kills somebody gets all of our attention. The worst violence in most neighborhoods is driven by a very small number of people, and most of them are scared to death themselves, but have no way out. This strategy gives them a way out, and to everyone's absolute amazement, most of them will listen and take it. Operation Ceasefire resulted in a 63% reduction in youth homicides in Boston. Other cities that have followed the model, on average, have achieved 40 to 50% reductions in violent crime. The drug market intervention shuts down public drug dealing by developing cases against dealers, suspending those cases, and then having the face-to-face meeting with the same partnership of law enforcement, community, and social services. The dealers are told that the community cares for the offenders but rejects their conduct, that help is available, but renewed dealing will result in the activation of any existing cases. Forewarned, nearly all the dealers stop. The strategy has repeatedly shut down the worst drug markets in each city that has implemented it, without displacement, in ways that minimize the use of law enforcement and with the strong endorsement of the affected community. The National Network brings together the 50 or so communities that are actively involved in implementing these strategies to support them. We address common issues, we learn from each other, and we teach the communities to teach others. We're guided by a leadership group of select jurisdictions, including Chicago, Los Angeles, and Boston, that works to advance, demonstrate, and represent a new national standard in crime prevention based on these strategies. Violence and mass incarceration are horrific public problems in America. We have over 2 million people in prison, which not only costs billions of dollars, but has not solved the violence problem in America's most troubled minority neighborhoods. The National Network has a proven way to deal with both problems in the near term with existing resources in a way that strengthens communities and keeps law enforcement to a minimum. The demand for implementing these strategies far outweighs our ability to meet it. This can only be accomplished if the foundation community makes these strategies and their overarching goals a funding priority. We have the formal evaluation evidence and we have the teaching sites, but we need sufficient funding support to build infrastructure to teach every city that is dealing with these problems how to address them more effectively and to make the National Network's approach a national standard.